Hi, welcome to Eco 360. We are coming to you live for our Facebook Live. We are going to be doing these once a month. This month we're focusing on potty training. We're going to wait a couple minutes just to see if anybody else wants to hop on because we just started at 6:15. So I want to give people time to get on so they can hear all this good information that we have to share. We're also offering some promotions that we will be talking about at the end. During the live, if you have questions, feel free to type them in, and we'll try to answer them as they pop up, and then we'll answer the rest of them after our live. Okay, so we're really glad that you joined us, and we're just, like I said, going to wait a couple minutes to see so no one will miss it. Okay. All right, while we're waiting, we're going to introduce ourselves. I'm Miss Amy. I'm the director here at the Palatine location. That is where our live is coming from. And this is Miss Dahlia.
Hi, I'm the 2-year-old teacher in Schaumburg.
So Miss Dahlia has been working in the 2-year-old room for 3 years in Schaumburg. And she is also a mom, so she's a very good expert on potty training, which is why we wanted to do this live with her today. So we are very happy to have our 360 corner for our parents. So part of that is these lives. So we'll have different topics every month. And then we have some resources for you guys to take home too. We're very happy to be the most liked center in the area. And we want to be able to reach out to you guys in all the ways that we can and kind of help you at home in addition to just helping you throughout the day at school with your kiddos. We have 3 locations. Right now we have our Palatine location and Schaumburg. And we are working on construction for our 3rd location for Arlington Heights. We're very excited to be opening that in the spring, hopefully. So then we are very happy to be growing and reaching more families and sharing all of our knowledge and tips. So today we are doing our Facebook Live on potty training. Our next live will be on February 6th. Same time at Palatine from 6:15 to 6:45, but it will also be in person. So it'll be a live and in person with an OBGYN. So if that's something you're interested in, mark it on your calendar. You can join us from home, or you can come here and be a part of our live. Okay, so we're going to get to our potty training. And like I said, we have Dahlia here because she has a lot of personal experience and professional experience to help answer some of our questions and kind of things that all of us want to know. So how do you potty train your children at school in the 2-year-old classroom?
So first we, at ECO, we ask the parents first if this is something that, they see at home, and if they think that, the kid is ready to do potty training here at ECO with us. First, we do about 30 minutes or so. We send them to the potty. If we see they're ready to go a little bit before 30 minutes, then we send them maybe 15 minutes or so.
Okay, great. So I like how you talked about communication.
Correct.
So we feel that communication is very important for everything with your children, especially potty training. So when your child is ready to potty train, communicate with your teacher. If you're already starting to do things at home as far as potty training, again, let your teacher know, and then we'll, see what we can do here to get the process started. But a big question might be, how do I know? How do I know when my child is ready to start potty training? Do you have any signs that they might demonstrate or any tips?
I think we are, one of them ready to know is when their diapers dry for a long period of time.
Okay.
Them pointing to the bathroom is another sign. Them just having small conversations about potty would be another sign as well that they're ready to
Okay,
go potty
great.
training.
Yeah, so a lot of that your kids will tell you when they're ready to do something. So these are good tips to look out for, like Dahlia said. If they're talking about going potty, if they can stay dry for longer periods of time, like they have a dry diaper. You have some tips from being a mom at home too, right?
Yes.
Like some signs that your kiddos do?
Yeah, so I have my daughter in a diaper all day. So when she is ready, she'll take off her diaper herself, and then she'll walk into the potty, or she'll hold my hand and take me to the potty. Also, when she feels the white diaper a little wet, she'll take it off herself. She'll go throw it in the garbage and
That's
next
great.
step is going
And
into
now,
a potty.
how old is your daughter that you're
My daughter
referring
is
to?
a year and a half.
Wow.
Yeah.
So she's starting early
She's
with her
starting
potty
early,
training.
yes. She sees her brother, which is my other son, and
Okay.
he's 2.5. So she sees him sitting in the potty, so that's a little bit more motivation for her
Sure.
too.
Yeah, that would be. And at school too, probably, right?
Yes.
When some of the classmates start potty training, then everybody's kind of interested in what
Interested,
they're
yes,
doing,
going in
and
the
then
potty.
they want to start doing it too. So definitely when you see your peers and you have more than one kid at home, kind of
Yes.
going through that process in different stages. So that's a really great point too, that it's a little easier for us to potty train at school because we have 8 or 16 2-year-olds at the same time, or in the toddler room, you know, we might have 5 or 10 that are starting to go in the potty. So that alone is going to get the excitement going, whereas home, you know, if you're one-on-one or only 1 or 2, it's harder to kind of get that started. And that's another reason why that communication is so important with your teacher. So we're kind of using the same words with them, setting the same kind of timers and
Yes.
routine. All of this is very important to make sure that we see the success at school and at home. So with that being said, you're talking about, you know, your toddler. Is there a specific age that we should target to potty train?
Here at ECO, we usually do about 2-year-olds. But if the child is showing signs way before 2-year-old, then let's go for it. Let's try.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, and equal the same thing. So in our 2-year-old room is where we kind of introduce it,
potty.
you know, as a big topic, a big part of our day is potty training. But we do have potties in the toddler room too for 15 to 24 months because some of the children are ready to go. They're interested. So we don't want to hold them back if they're interested.
Yes.
But it is part of the main part of our day and training in our 2-year-old
2-year-old.
classroom. But yeah, if your child is showing any of the signs that Dahlia is talking about, or if they're talking about the potty, getting excited about it, you know, let them get excited. Start doing it then, because if they're excited about it, there's more of a chance that they will be successful with it. Very good. So what are some ways that I can motivate my kids at home or at school to kind of make them be more successful with this potty training?
We could do a sticker chart. So give them a sticker every time they go potty. That's what we do here at ECO. We do a lot of stickers, a lot of cheering, positive reinforcement. At home, I know some friends, family, even myself sometimes, we do a little candy here and there. But yes, of course, sticker
Sure.
charts always help in motivation and cheering.
Yeah, I agree. You know, anytime they're doing anything well, we like to let them know that we see them, that we're proud of them, that we're
Yes.
going to be there to help them and guide them. So at school, I agree, we do more of the sticker chart route, praising, clapping, you know, oh, look at Miss Sally went on the potty, you know,
Yeah.
like so the kids can kind of join in that success. At home, there are different rewards like food or candy, and that's fine too. I mean, you know what works best for your kids. And then you can just reiterate, oh, when you go to school today, make sure you fill your sticker chart.
Yes.
Or, you know, I can't wait to see your sticker chart when
At
you
the
get
end of the day,
home.
yes.
And so it's a big part of the conversation between the teacher and the parents and your child. So then they know that everybody is rooting for them and everybody is really excited for them to do this. That's a big deal.
Yeah,
Potty
it
training
is
a
very
huge
a big deal.
And some children will get it faster than others, just like anything else, any other skill that we're learning,
Yes.
anything that we're teaching them. You know, some kids are going to get it right away, and that's it.
Some
Other
kids
kids
might
are
take
not
a
even going to
month
be
or
interested
two,
in
yes.
it right away. So that's another thing, too. If they're not interested, what should we do? Should we continue to pursue this?
No, I think we should take a little bit of time, let them get more used to it, more letting them tell us when they're ready. Maybe we should wait a week to, they'll let us know.
Okay,
Yeah,
great.
for sure.
I do think that's a good point to kind of listen to your child.
Yes.
And even sometimes you see where they're potty trained and they're coming home and you're, wow, they were dry all day today. They went on the potty all day. And we've seen that too, you know,
Yes.
from we're both parents and potty trained at home and had our kids in preschool or still do have our kids in preschool. And we're talking about all these successes at home, and then at school it's a little bit more challenging. But we have different environments too. You know, at school, their friends are here.
Friends,
Maybe they
yes.
don't want to stop playing their game because then if they go potty, they're going to miss their game. So we just try to encourage that schedule and routine and those
yes.
reminders, like Dahlia was saying.
Yes.
Sometimes you can put your reminders on Alexa. Fun, like potty reminders. So it's Amy's turn to go potty now. It's Dahlia's turn, and then they're going to get excited because it's a game.
Yes.
So they're going to play that game, and then they're going to go potty, and then they're going to come back. So just kind of letting them know they're not going to miss anything, and this is an important part of our day. Or, sending mom and dad a picture, when they get out of the bathroom, like, thumbs up, I went potty with a little note, and then you guys will be so excited and kind of, join in on the conversation while we're at school, too.
Leaving little comments, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think that it's awesome, too, because the more they see you praising them and the more you're talking about it at pickup time and drop-off time, they're going to be like, wow, this is a pretty big deal. Like, I'm doing some cool things. Are there any times when we should kind of, take a step back other than when they're saying, I don't want to do that, I'm not interested? Is there any other time where we should kind of say, maybe it's not the best time to continue potty training right now?
Yes, I think when there's a big change at home, maybe family members, maybe a new little brother or sister, I think maybe that sometimes set them back a little bit. But yeah, I think a big change at home here at ECO, maybe when we're transitioning teachers, maybe not this time we'll go potty, but maybe next time. But yeah.
Sure, and that's a good point too. They might have a more of a comfort level with some of the lead teachers and the lead assistant teachers in there. So maybe if the teacher is not there that day, it's a good idea for the teacher to say, you know what, I'm going to be on vacation tomorrow, or I'm going to be home with my kid. So then you can tell them, like, oh, you know what, Miss Alia's not going to be there today, but it's okay, we're going to try to do your potty schedule anyway. And if they, don't have a successful day as they normally do with their normal schedule, that's okay. Because it's a different teacher, maybe they're, a little more hesitant or a little more nervous, even though we're going to try to follow that routine.
The routine.
So I agree with Dahlia. It's all about listening to your child and letting them know it's okay. If you have an accident, it's okay. So you can change your outfit, we can wash your clothes, get you a new diaper, whatever stage you're at.
We'll try next time.
So I do think that, consistent motivation and letting them know it's okay. This is a big deal. It's not going to happen overnight. And also, what if my kid is potty trained one day and for a week or so, they are just rocking it, doing really well, and then all of a sudden we just see this slump and regression. Maybe it's because of a change in my family. Maybe I don't think there are any changes and I'm seeing it. What should we do then?
I think we could still just give them their time. Maybe just motivate them a little bit more. Buy them little fun undies. That always helps as well.
Yeah, that's a great idea too. Like, go to the store, buy the big boy and the big girl underwear. Like, wow, if you're potty trained, you get to wear this. And even in the beginning, they can put it over their diaper. And then eventually they're going to have it with just no diaper and just the underwear.
Buying a fun potty training, the ones that you flush the toilet and sometimes makes music. That always helps as well.
Yeah, they have a lot of cool potties now that make music and the real flushing noises. Letting them pick out that potty, then they're going to want to sit on it. Showing them this is for you. This is for potty training, because the big potty is kind of intimidating at home. We do have the littler potties at school, so it's kind of nice, so then they can sit on the potty on their own. They can reach the sink and wash their hands. So it might be a really nice idea to go to the store and buy a potty that is their size.
Yes, getting involved into this new routine.
Yeah, absolutely. And also kind of making the potty accessible. Like, the bathroom is an obvious spot to put the potty because that's eventually where they're going to be going all the time. But, maybe your bathroom's all the way upstairs. And if you're potty training, it's not really ideal to go all the way upstairs and get to that potty, to make sure that we're making it. So maybe putting it near their toy room or their bedroom, especially if you're going to be doing potty training right before a nap, potty training when you wake up. So that's a great idea too, but definitely making them part of the process and helping them to own that process is going to help with their success, because you're listening to them. They picked out their underwear, they picked out their potty, they're really excited, so that's huge too.
Yeah.
I'm looking at some of the comments here. So the question is, are there any good books to recommend to start? This is a good question. There's tons of potty books out there, tons of songs out there too. A lot of them you can even look on YouTube for songs, or ask Alexa to play some potty songs.
Super Simple Songs has some good ones. Cocomelon has another good one as well.
Yeah, but there's a lot of good books too, and even some of the books have that little noise, where you can press it and it will play the potty songs. I mean, there's probably all kinds. can look on Amazon under like potty training books. Some of them will have songs in there that you can sing and play along with your kids. Like I said, some are noisy. And it might even be a good idea to incorporate a book with potty training, even if it's not about potty training, if it's about their favorite dinosaur or whatever, that will encourage them to sit on the potty longer. So we can say, you know, we're going to go sit on the potty, and sometimes you have to go even if you don't think you have to go. So let's go sit on the potty. And again, I think it's just all about listening to your kids and seeing their reactions when you're suggesting things. When you buy the potty, you know, like have it in the room. Check it out. You know, you might want to sit on it, you know, with your clothes on at first, just to let them know, like, we're going to sit here. This is going to be our potty training. And then eventually teach them how to, like, get ready to go to the bathroom and how to use it on their own. You know, helping them is perfect, and kind of showing them how we get ready to go potty and keep our pants dry and keep our underwear dry. So, yeah, we have some books at school, too.
Yeah.
But again, if the child likes the book, if they like the song, that's going to help them. So even going to the store with them and picking out some potty training books or some exciting books, and it talks about where we put, where do they go, or even a good idea sometimes is if they still have a diaper, show them what's in the diaper. This normally will go in the potty. Like when we start potty training, our diaper's going to stay dry. We're going to put this right in the potty. So it's all about talking to them. It's a great idea to read books. It's a great idea to sing songs that kind of repeat the process too. So these are all good ideas. Okay. What else do I have here? I'm just looking at my notes. So a lot of the bottom line of this is communication, listening to your child, motivating them to do this, and just kind of letting it happen naturally too. So we don't want to push them. We want to motivate them and see, every kid is going to be different. We don't want them to get frustrated, because if you're frustrated about something, you're not as likely to be successful with it either. So we want to let them know that we're here for them to support them, motivate them, and help them. So potty training at home and at school, they are different, but it's very important to have those conversations with your child's teacher. Let them know your expectations. Let them know your frustrations. If you're seeing at home, you're just not sure what to do, or, they're always maybe having an accident at the same time, or, talk to your teacher about it. Your child's teacher is with them too a lot of the day. So they might have some tips or tricks that you didn't think about yet. Just looking at another comment. How long does each kid sit on the potty at school? I'm just thinking of comparing to home if the child sits longer or for shorter periods of time. So how do you handle that in the classroom setting?
I think we do about 3 to 5 minutes, usually a good time. That's a period of a song. If we think they need more time, we definitely let them sit as long as they really think they need to. Just to give them that confidence of just sitting down and trying to go.
Yeah, so again, I think that would be different for each child, and it definitely could be different at home or at school. At home, you might have the opportunity to sit a little bit longer than at school, or at school you might, know that your friend is waiting, or you want to get back to your toy. So I think the main thing is just being consistent with it.
Yes.
Letting them know, like at school, if it's their turn to go potty, they go and sit no matter what. It's your turn. Even if you don't have to go, we're going to sit. But if you're ready to go, you might sit less.
Yes.
Okay, these are very good questions. And even though they're different environments, school and home, it's important to collaborate and, do the same things. If you're setting a timer at home, we'll try to set the same timer at school, etc. So that'll be helpful with them being successful.
Yes. Having the same routine at home helps. Having the same routine here at ECO.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm happy to see these questions popping up so we can see kind of what you're thinking about and wondering about. That's kind of the whole purpose of doing this. So thank you for participating. Okay, well, those are most of the tips that we have. Do you have any other final tips or any other final wisdom?
No, I think we went through a lot.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yes.
And we'll put some potty training resources in our parent centers at both schools, at Palatine and in Schaumburg. So we'll have that available to you, or you can check out the live again. And also, We are doing some promotions here too, so if you guys want to refer some friends to ECOL, we have our $500 promotion for our new families, and then our referral credit is $250. So if you refer a friend and they enroll, you get $250 and they get $250. So it's a win-win. Okay, anything else that we should add? I think we kind of covered everything.
Yes.
And we had some wonderful tips from Dahlia as a professional and as a parent, and we were happy that you were able to join us. So we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye-bye.